Okay, hello everyone. This is the last session from Tony about exploring copilots to enhance the productivity in the Power Platform. So over to you.
Thanks, Lynn. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And heartful welcome to the New Zealand Business Application Summit 2023. It's truly wonderful to see all the participants joining us from all the corners of the world. And we all united by our shared passion for our business applications, Microsoft technologies. And your presence here today is a testament to the global reach and impact of this summit. And I want to extend my warmest greetings to each one of you. And before we dive into today's topic, I would like to take a moment to express my sincere thanks to organizers of this event. Thank you for providing me this wonderful opportunity. Come together to share knowledge and learn from one another. And your dedication and hard work in putting together this summit are truly, really appreciated. Thanks, Rami, Jiva, Lynn, and Raghavan for providing me this wonderful opportunity on organizing the New Zealand Business Application Summit 2023. Now, let's transition to the heart of the today's presentation. Our focus today is on the topic that I believe is the forefront of innovations in the business applications area. We'll be exploring the Copilot and Power Platform for the enhanced productivity. Before delve into the topic, let me introduce myself. I am Dharanidharan Balasubramaniam, but you can call me Dharani. People call me Dharani since it's mine is a big name. I proudly serve as a senior manager with Capgemini in Australia. I'm honored to hold the title of Microsoft MVP in the business applications area, and I'm passionate about all the things related to the Dynamics 365 CE and the Power Platform area. I'm actively involved in fostering knowledge sharing and collaboration within the Dynamics 365 and Power Platform community as part of leading the Sydney, Malaysia, and Tamil Nadu Dynamics 365 CE and the Power Platform user group. Additionally, I'm recognized as a Microsoft Learn expert, especially in the Dynamics 365 CE and the Power Platform area. I'm thrilled to be here today, and I look forward to sharing the insights and learnings from all of you during our time together. Once again, thank you for having me. Let's quickly get into the today's agenda. And here is the quick agenda. I will start with the introduction to the Copilot. I will see the power of Copilot and how we can enhance the productivity with the Copilot. And then we'll explore the Copilot, how it has been leveraged to the Power Platform technologies. And then we'll see the system demo and how you can leverage the Copilot and enhance the productivity within the Power Platform technologies, especially the Power Apps, Power Automate, and the Power Pages. So, in the interest of time, I'm just going to cover only the Power Apps, Power Pages, and the Power Automate side for the demo part. But I'll be explaining in detail for the other Power BI and the Power Virtual stuffs as well. Yeah, and then finally, we'll see the summary of today's session, and then we'll get into the questions and answers. Now, let's see the power of Copilot. Copilot is more than just a tool, and it's your productivity booster and your bridge to creating a better customer experiences. It's all about working smarter, getting creative, and staying connected seamlessly. Plus, it simplifies things by bringing the external data right into your workflow so you can stay focused and productive without constant context shifts. So, that is the main power of Copilot. And Copilot is all about combining the incredible capabilities of large language models with your data. And also, it seamlessly collaborates with the Microsoft Graph and Microsoft 365 apps, Power Platform to make your words and transform into an actions. For example, if you want to create any new Power Apps, you just go to the Copilot And if you give if you describe in a natural language, saying you want to build some registration app for your event or some reservation app for your hotel reservation or something, if you give it in a natural language, then Copilot grasps that natural language and it will transform those natural language into an actions. That's the magic that bridges your ideas and your digital world and making the things happen with just a few simple words. And Copilot is also about making work smarter and fostering creativity. It brings people closer to what's important to them, and it does so seamlessly by minimizing the need to switch between the different contexts. Plus, it effortlessly integrates the external data into the mix, making it a true ally in enhancing the productivity and facilitating the creative thinking. Now, let's take some time and understand the Copilot in the Power Platform area. As we explore the capabilities of the Microsoft Power Platform Copilot within the Power Platform, it's crucial to recognize that we are on the remarkable transformation with this no coding era, with this Copilot's intelligent coding and suggestions, the natural language querying, and the collaborative coding support. The barrier to software development are crumbling. We are witnessing um, a revolution where the non-developers or the business analysts are empowered to create the sophisticated applications without the need for extensive coding expertise. The Copilot is the forefront of this transformation in this era where the application development becomes more accessible, more efficient, and more inclusive. It's a powerful tool that not only accelerates the development cycles, but also it encourages the cross-functional collaboration, enabling the teams to innovate and iterate faster. So, as we delve deeper into the world of Copilot and its applications within the Power Platform, keep in mind that we are standing on the precipice of no coding era that promises to reshape the way we build, deploy, and manage software. So, let's see, in detail in my demo. Here is the brief overview of each components of the Microsoft Power Platform, and I will explain how the Copilot is available in each one of them. In the Power Apps, it allows the users to create a custom apps without extensive coding. Copilot is available to assist with building the app interfaces, providing the code suggestions, and streamlining the app development. And whereas similarly, in the Power Automate, also it enables the workflow automation. The Copilot can assist in creating an automation flows by generating a code for actions and triggers and making it easier to automate the task. For example, once the registration gets completed, and if you want to send out the event agenda or schedule to the registered person for the registered email address, then if you write it into a simple natural language, then the Copilot transforms that natural language into an actions and triggers, and it will give you the Power Automate that generated for you. And based on your requirement, if you want to customize it, you can go ahead and easily customize it. And similarly, in the Power BI is a data visualization and the business intelligence tool. You all might be aware of it. And Copilot can help in writing a DAX, the data analysis expression, the queries, and generating the custom visuals and enhancing the data analysis and the capabilities. So all those capabilities are available in the Power BI. And similarly, in the Power Virtual Agents, that is called as the Copilot Studio, the Power Virtual Agents are the chatbots and the virtual assistant. The Copilot assistant building the conversational AI by suggesting the natural language responses and simplifying the bot development. And the last but not least, the Power Pages. While not a standalone component, Power Pages refers to the ability to embed the Power Platform components within the teams, and Copilot can be utilized in the development of this embedded components, offering the code assistance within the team's development. And in this Power Pages, in our today's demo, I will show you say I have spent like a few minutes of time. I just written a natural language to build the Newsland Business Application Summit 2023 event page with the registration, the submit for call for speakers page, and the approved sessions, and the about us and the contact page. So the Copilot, it took a few minutes and it has built an awesome, wonderful site for me. I'll also in real time will see how will quickly generate the Power Pages and see how the Copilot is increasing the productivity. In each of this Power Platform component, Copilot serves as an AI-driven assistant, helping the users with the coding task, generating the coding snippets, and providing the intelligent suggestions to streamline the development process, automate the workflows, enhance the data analysis, and create a powerful applications and bots with a greater ease and efficiency. As I mentioned in my previous slide, so the Power Platform is changing the way we develop the software and the applications. The low-code development, it's not just a new approach, it's a paradigm shift in the world of software creation. So traditionally, software development has been the realm of high-skilled coders and the programmers, but with this low-code and the Copilot, we are democratizing the process. It's all about simplifying the complex and making it accessible to a wider audience and accelerating the application delivery. So if you ask me, why does this matter? Because it addresses the IT skill gaps and also it empowers the citizen developers and turbocharges the collaboration across the teams. It's all about doing more with the less, more innovation, more application, and more agility, all while reducing the demand and the cost involved in the development process. So throughout our presentation, we'll deep dive into the benefits and challenges of the low code and explore some of the real world examples across industries like retail, healthcare, manufacturing, education, and the non-profit. And I will also introduce you to some of the powerful low-code development tools. We'll also touch upon the future needs from the AI generation to the industry-specific solutions. So in showing you that the low-code revolution is just getting started. So fasten your seatbelts because we are embarking on our journey into the future of software development, a future that's more accessible, more efficient, and more innovative than ever before. So let's deep dive into the Power Platform Copilot 1. See, I want to highlight an exciting development in the world of technology, especially on the Microsoft Power Platform Copilot. It's a game changer, as I mentioned. It's with the Copilot's intelligent code suggestions, the natural language querying, and the collaborative support, the traditional barriers to the software, the development are it's it's crumbling. So everyone is able to, like the business analyst or the non-developers, they are easily able to build a software. And this Microsoft Power Platform Copilot is leading the evaluation and the revolutioning the software development approaches. And one of the key strengths is that it is empowering the users with the limited technical backgrounds to create a powerful application. As I mentioned before, not only the developers, even the business analysts or the people who's not aware of the coding, and they will be able to innovate the features. This Copilot unlocks the limitless possibilities of the development, and also it fosters the innovation. Now let's see some of the real world examples of the Power Platform Copilot and how it is helping in the real world examples. Like this Power Platform Copilot offers a wide range of real world application across various industries, including retail, healthcare, manufacturing, education, and then some of the non-profit sectors. And here are some of the examples of how the Copilot can enhance the productivity and streamline the process in these fields. I have listed some of the industry over here. First, let's start with the retail industry. In the retail industry, especially in the inventory management, the Copilot can assist in developing and powerful power apps for the real-time inventory tracking and the management, and ensuring that the retailers maintain the optimal stock levels. And by automating the customer communication through the Power Automate, Copilot can help the retailers personalize marketing campaigns and improve their customer service as well. And also, the Copilot can provide insights into the sales trends, and it helps the retailers to make the data-driven decision for their product selection and the pricing. So these are all the capabilities now currently using the Power Platform Copilot. The retail industries are currently getting benefit out of it. Next, we'll see the healthcare. In the healthcare industries, especially in the for maintaining the patient records, the Copilot can assist in creating a secure power apps for managing the patient records and scheduling the appointments and automating all the billing processes. And also, the Copilot is playing a vital role for all the healthcare professionals. They can use the Copilot to build the powerful Canvas app that provides the clinical decision support, enhancing the patient care. And in the research area, the Copilot can aid in the data analysis for the medical research, helping the researchers to find the patterns and the insights in the large data sets. And in the manufacturing, especially in the product manufacturing, Copilot can assist in developing a power apps to monitor the production lines, defect anomalies, and trigger the maintenance alerts to the admins or the quality control team. And with respect to the supply chain management, the Power Automate with the Copilot can automate the supply chain process, including the order processing, tracking, inventory management. And it is also helping the quality control team by doing the inspections and the data analysis, ensuring the product quality. And in the education sector, especially the Copilot is assisting in building the power apps for students, enrollment, grading, and the communication portals for the teachers, students, and the parents. And the Power Automate with the Copilot can automate the administrative tasks such as scheduling and the assignment distribution and the notification to the parents and the teachers based on the students' performance reports, all those things. And also, Copilot can help the educational institution analyze the student performance data to improve their teaching strategies and also to improve the student outcomes. So these are all the features currently like the educational industry is getting out of it. And in the non-profit organizations, especially in the donor management, the Copilot can assist in creating a power apps for donor management, including the tracking the donations, sending the acknowledgements, and the generating reports. And also, Power Platform with the Copilot can automate the fundraising campaign workflows, such as sending email updates and thank you messages to the donors. And also, Copilot can aid in data analysis to measure the impact of non-profit organizations and their initiatives, helping the organization showcase their effectiveness. In each of these industries, sorry, the Power Platform Copilot empowers the organization to develop custom solutions quickly and also to streamline their processes and also to make the data-driven decisions. It reduces the complexity of app development and automation, making it accessible to the broader range of users, regardless of their coding expertise. As a result, businesses and the organization can increase productivity, improve their efficiency, and achieve better outcomes in their respective fields. Let's see a quick demo in our instance, and we'll see how you can effectively leverage the Copilot in our Power Platform. Let me switch to the browser. Yeah. So let me start navigating to the close all the tabs which is there. So I'm there in the Power Platform page now. So I have logged into the make.powerapps.com. And inside the powerapps.com, if you go to the apps, If you want to leverage the Copilot and building the Power Apps, then you can see an option here to start with the Copilot. So you can see here, use everyday words to describe what your app should collect, track, list, or manage. And if you click on this one, then it will take you to this page where you can feed in your input in a natural language. So here you can see it is asking the question, what should the app collect, list, or shows? So I'm basically writing and create an app for the Newsland business applications summit 2023 registration process. So if I click on this one, then it will consume this natural language, and then it will create the table for you. You can see the table. It has created the registration table here, and you can see all the fields got created. So basically, it has created the registration ID, the primary key, and the first name, last name, and some email address, the phone number, the company, the title. So this registration is the data was table, and for the primary key will be having and the GUID for each and every record into this registration table. And this registration ID is some unique identifier. So if you are printing a batch and if you want to show some unique identifier to differentiate them, then you can use this name to identify them. So that's the reason this registration ID has been created. And we are seeing all the tables. And if you want to, since our Newsland Business Application Summit is happening in across multiple regions in Newsland, we can add a one more column, add a column for city. And see the registration table has been updated. Now, if you see here, the city has been updated. Now, if I want to change this job title to some other, then I can write it like this: change job title to position. So it will take few seconds and it will automatically update the table column. So you can see here that changed the job position to type title. And if you are good with all the columns here, then you can click on creating an app. Before that, you can see the suggestion. Left hand side, it is showing how you can feed the natural language to the Copilot Studio just there in the Power App. If you want to change column name from one column to other name, then you can use this one, change one. And if you want to add a column, then you can add it. And if you want to add a row to this table, you can add it. If you want to remove the row, you can remove it. And if you want to change the data type of one column, and that is also possible by feeding the natural language. And if you want to refresh the data, and you can refresh the data as well by giving the natural language. And yeah, you can see the and also like apart from this suggestion, so what all the things you want to do it, you just enter it into a natural language. For example, here I just added a column for city. I just gave it in a natural language. It already converted my natural language and it has created the city column there. Now for me, like all this data looks good. Now I will click on this create app. Then it will take some fraction of seconds or minutes, and then it will quickly create the Canvas app for you with the responsive design. You can open this Canvas app in your website. You can open this Canvas app in your mobile app or tablet with the responsive design. You don't need to do anything for the responsive design. The system will take care of the responsive design. So it will automatically generate the Canvas app, which supports the mobile and tablet as well. So just generating it. So just bear with me for a few more minutes. Quickly generate. So once it gets generated, so you can see it is showing a grid, and here these are all the registrations. And here, if you click on each record, like I'll click on the play button here. So here you can see all the registration. So these are all the fields which we have given in the first page, like the first name, last name, phone number, registration ID, city, the company. So these are all the things we have given in the previous page. What are the fields we required? So based on our configuration, it has already consumed all those fields, and it has created the create form, and these are the created records. If you click on that, you can view all these created records, and similarly, like you can edit the records as well. And click on this one, and if I click on this one, then you will be able to see all the created records. And if you click on this edit button, then you can go ahead and edit all this registrations. And if you want to delete this record, and that is also possible. So yeah, I have not written not even a single piece of code with just with the natural language. I was able to build one registration app, so within a few minutes. And as I mentioned, like here you can see, so this is a responsive design. We have not done anything for it. The system automatically built this app in a responsive design. And you can test it, whatever the device you would like to test it, you can go for to accessible in all those instances. Just move to the window size and go back to the previous screen. And apart from this, like in this page, like if you want to add some button, then see in the right hand side you can see the what do you want to do. Again, the Copilot Studio is coming, and you can describe what you do with this app, and then again AI will do it for you. If you want to add any text label, or if you want to create a new page, for example, I will give here and add an email screen. Then again, this is working on it, and within a fraction of a second, it will create a new email screen for you. Like once the registration gets completed, then you can send out an email to the registration. You can send out an email to the registered person with the event schedule and the agenda. So that is also possible. Or run this event pages for if they want to, if the registered person want to contact us, if they get stuck with the registration, and if they want to reach out to us, and they can go to this contact us page, and they can put the two email address, subject, and the message, and they can send out an email to us. And similarly, like if you want to add a button here, and you can click on add a button, and it will add a button here. And then if you want to change the name of it, you can go ahead and change this as a submit, and whatever the action you want to do it, those things you will be able to do it without writing any code. Yeah, you can see here, like whenever you complete the action, and it will get added here. And if you want to undo this as well, and if you click on this thing, the last action has been undone actually. Like I have changed it from button to submitter. See, it has changed it back to button itself. Yeah, so this is how you can leverage the Copilot Studio inside your Power Apps, and you can effectively build the Canvas app for the enhanced productivity. Like we have seen, like some of the real world examples of how it was, how the Copilot with the Power Platform is helping, especially in the retail, healthcare, or some of the non-profit organizations, right? So they are effectively using the Copilot Studio, and they are building an app so that they can build the app in a lesser amount of time. So even as I mentioned in the previous slides, even the business analyst or people who is not having a coding background, and they will also be able to build an app, effective app, with the help of the Copilot feature, which is the Power Platform. Now let's take some time and go through the Copilot, the capabilities which is available in the Power Automate. Now let me go to the flows from the make.powerapps.com. So once if you go to the flows, we navigate to flows make.powerautomate.com. Similar way here also, like if you want to create an or automate, and what you can do is like you can describe what your automation to work in a natural language. So once the registration is completed in Power Apps, then send out the registration confirmation email and agenda to the registered email address. I'll just type this one, and if I click on generate, this is working on creating the actions and the triggers. So now it has created the triggers and the actions. So once they click on the submit button, then this Power Automate is going to trigger. That's the reason it is showing the Power Apps as a trigger. And then it has added an action as well. So now if you feel like this is okay for you, or you can still go ahead and update your suggestion here. And if they click on the submit button, then as per your refined suggestions, this will automatically change the trigger and the actions for you. And if you click on this next button, then it will ask you to review all your connected app and services. Since I have connected already, it is showing me connection references. Once everything is done, and if I click on this create flow, then it will create the Power Automate and it will take you to this Copilot Studio page. So this is the new Copilot Studio page with the Power Automate. So you can see the new studio page here, and you can see this Power Apps. This is the trigger. Yeah. So here you can send the email, the registered email address. Yeah, you can send the email address from here, and you can get this as an input, and you can assign this to here, the email. Here you can see all this. This is the action. So it is taking the email address and it has created this send email. And you can see the subject also, it has automatically put the registration confirmation. And here it has auto built, auto generated the text for you. Thank you for registering. Here's your agenda for the event and all those things it has automatically given. And if you want to attach any attachment, and that is also possible, and here you can go ahead and add the attachments here with some agenda PDF if you want to share it with the registered person, that is also possible. And here once everything is done, then you can save and you can start the testing this one. And even if you want to add any condition, like add a condition to check entered email addresses, valid email address, then send email. Yeah. So you can see here, this is the condition. So you can go ahead and put the field here and you can check whether it is a valid one or not. Then if it is true, then you can send out an email. Yeah. And if you want to add some delay before sending an email, add a delay of 5 minutes before sending email, then automatically it will add a delay of 5 minutes before sending an email. So you can see the wait interval. So the wait interval has added the 5 minutes. Once if you feel like everything is okay, then you can go ahead and save this flow. And you can start using this Power Automate inside your Power Apps. Once the registration gets completed, then you can send out the email to the registered email address with the registration confirmation and the agenda and the schedule. So not only for this activity, similarly, you can automate the expense approval report. For example, if any of in an organization, if you want to capture any expense for the reimbursement, then they can from the Canvas app they can put all the expenses. They can what are the expenses they have. They can capture it in the Canvas app. Once that is done, once they click on submit, and if you want to configure any approval process to uh, get the approval beyond certain amount, then that is also it's easy through this the Power Automate process. So I can similarly how I have done it, I can create it here. Like I will go to the home, create an expense automation flow with the approval to the manager. If the amount exceeds 1500 AUD, and if you click on generate, then it will take my natural language and it will automatically see whenever see it is taken from the SharePoint, it is coming. If you click on this one, if you get all those things, then yeah, just added a condition here to check whether it is going above the 150 or yeah. If condition is true, add a yeah. So, yeah, so it just automatically added the start and wait for the approvals. It has shown you, and if you click on this, then you can start selecting the things everyone must approve, and then you can fill all the title assigned to all the email address you need to give. So all those things you can give it. So similarly, if you want, sometimes the Copilot it's not an autopilot, so it's a Copilot. So that's the reason. Even though I have given the I just gave the create an expense automation flow. It didn't ask me it should be the data source. It automatically picks this data source. But you will see one more option in the bottom to see so more suggestions, and if you click on that, then it will give you the more suggestions with the triggers and the actions and whatever suits best to your requirement. And you can pick that and you can start customizing the Power Automate, and you can start leveraging those Power Automates inside your applications. So this one, it got created and this is ready to use now. So I can go ahead and embed this one. So it just took me like a few seconds to build this Power Automate. Correct. Similar way, now let's deep dive into the Power Pages and see how we can effectively build the Power Pages in a fraction of seconds. So for the Power Pages, if you go to the make.powerpages.microsoft.com, then you can see this. The Copilot Studio in the top, describe the site you want, and then let the AI create the first draft, and then you can start customizing your site. Okay. Now, recently, just before our event, before our session starts, I just created this one in order to save the time. But let me enter some natural language here. Create a new registration, create a new site for the Newsland Business Applications Summit 2023 with the below features: event registration, contact us, about us, call for speakers, few approved sessions, speaker details, and organizer details. Yeah, I click on this hit button, enter button, then it will ask me, it will show me the site name. So I'm just entering the site name, and it is asking the website URL. I'm just giving the website URL. That is some issue with the layout. So to just, I have clicked on try again. So it will show some of the layout options. It will auto suggest some of the layout options, and if you want to go with the auto suggesting layout options, and I will click on start over and I will create it once again. It has created. Sure. I will just click on whatever it is coming here. Just create a build a website to report the environmental concerns. To report, and just click on next button. So it will the site layout that meets our full requirements. What are the requirements we are listing in the first page? So based on that, it will auto pick the section. You can see here. This is the draft version, which it has created for you. And similarly, for the Newsland Business Application Summit, I have created a few minutes back. I will show you how the Copilot has created it for us. Go to the Power Pages. I will open the created site. So this is the one. I just click on the edit button. So this is the one which got created a few minutes back with the home page and with the about us page, approved sessions, and the event registration page, and also with the call for speakers submission. So all those things, it has auto created it. If I go on a preview, I will show you how this looks. It was asking for the concern, so I'm just giving a concern and it's taking me to the total site. So this is the page which got created. You can see all the menu home, about us, approved session, event registration, call for speaker submission. So if you see in the home page, all this content, so this content has already came, this I have added it. And you can see the call for speakers approved session, and if you click on submit the session, I have configured to take us to the session page. See, it is taking us to the session page. Similarly, you can see all the approved sessions from here. And if you go to the about us page, it will show who we are, what is our mission, and what are our values. And if you go to the upload sessions, this will show all the upload sessions page. So it has created the draft version for you with like how your page based on whatever the in the natural language, whatever you describe, based on that, it has auto-generated all the pages for you, like home, about us, upload session, event registration, call for speaker submission. It has auto-generated all these pages with the draft version. Then based on your requirement, you can go ahead and you can customize all those pages actually. And this is very easy actually. If you ask me, like if you want to go ahead and change this blurb, and you can ask Copilot to rewrite the sentence for you, and it will rewrite the text for you. You can see here, like if you click on rewrite, then it will regenerate the text, and it will show it to you here. This is the here some of the ideas it has given. See, it has given you the 3 ideas. If you want to replace this one, you can go ahead and replace it, or if you would like to change your tone. So if you want to keep it more professional, then if you click on professional, it will rephrase the particular text in a more professional way, and you can replace this text here to this. And if you want to make it shorter, then it will short this text for you. Or if you want to make it um, longer, then that is also possible. It will consume this text and it will make it longer for you. And if you, yeah, so all those things. And if you want to add more details to rephrase this text, so you can describe what are the changes you would like to make, and this will automatically consume and it will rephrase this text for you. Okay. Now, if I need to generate some new form, if I need to embed any new form inside this, for example, if I want to embed a contact us form, okay, so create a contact us form. With the name, subject, email address, and description. And if you click on enter, then it will automatically generate the form for you. You can see here, it will create a form preview, and it will show all the fields. And if you want to customize it, then you can go ahead and customize all those fields. It will take some few seconds and it will show the form for you here. And then similarly, like event registration, I have generated one. I will quickly show you. This is the one which I have generated. So you can see here. I just gave like a few minutes to create a registration page. So it has given the form with a few personal details like first name, last name, date of birth, gender, city, email address. With a few fields, it has auto-generated and it has given it to us. Similarly, like, yeah, the form also the same way. Yeah, you can see here. So if you want, you can create a contact us form. This will generate it will take your natural language and AI will generate the form for you, the contact us form. The default, the contact us form information, like you can see here, this is the contact us form. So sometimes in some of the cases we'll be having only less fields. So sometimes whatever the Copilot gives, we need to customize it as per our requirement, and sometimes it won't understand. Sometimes the AI will make a little bit of deviations from whatever the inputs you are given. So we have given a just simple conductors form, but still it went and created some of the approved data approved by all those extra fields as well. So, but still you can go ahead and remove all those fields. And yeah, if you want to add any field or if you want to remove any field, these are all the comments. And if you just put it here, like this will automatically go to the form, review or remove, add, all those things, it will do it automatically. Yeah, and also like if you want to customize it, like if you want to add some custom code, it is not only limited only for the no-code developers, and still if the pro-code developers, if they want to customize anything, they can click on the edit code button here. They can click on this page, then it will open the complete thing in the code. Open the complete code in Visual Studio Code. So over here also you can see all the web pages and all the JavaScript, HTML pages, everything will be there. And you can start customizing it over here. And similarly, and you can use the leverage the Copilot capabilities within the Visual Studio Code as well for the Power Pages. So for example, if you want to write a JavaScript for the form validation to check whether the phone number field values in the valid format or not, see, it will generate the code for you. You can copy this code and you can use it inside your HTML file or the JavaScript file. So that's also, it's possible with the Copilot in the Visual Studio Code. Yeah. And similarly, like, see, these are all the three things as I discussed earlier. Like, in order to considering the time, I'm just showing these three things. Whereas in the Power BI, like, if you can use the Copilot and you can auto generate the DAX expressions. And similarly, like in the Power Virtual Agents, now they have changed it as a Copilot Studio, and where you can build an AI conversational bots easily by defining it in a natural language. So these are all the components. So these are all the things, the Copilot stuff which is available at the Power Platform, and you can leverage all those AI ones inside the Power Platform for the enhanced productivity in your organizations. Let me go back to the slide. And here is the quick summary of what we have seen today. Like we learned like how the low-code development powered by Copilot is reshaping the software creation and making it more inclusive and efficient. And we have seen like Copilot AI capabilities were highlighted, showing like how it simplifies the coding and how it is empowering the non-developers to participate in the application development. And also like we have seen some of the real world use case across the industries, like retail to healthcare, manufacturing, education, some of the non-profit sectors. And also we discussed the tangible benefits of the Copilot, such as the rapid application development. And since we are developing it in a faster mode, it saves a lot of cost, the improved collaboration, and also it acknowledges the potential changes. And yeah, so that's it. Thank you for joining once again today. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to take up the questions. Thanks so for all the sponsors, TXC, Expertlogics, Microsoft, Fusion 5, for helping us in organizing this New Zealand Business Application Summit.